Postman, Professor Melly Mel. This is not a glorification or a glamorization. This is an education. You can go anywhere in the world and get a couple of lies, but you come right here to get the truth. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below. So when the dope content hit, it'll feel like it's the first and the 15th. Lock the door.
Professor Melly Mel, the Hood Postman. I'm right on here on 118th and Central.
Hey, this is your Hub City boy, Brydog. In front of us, the Sher Capris. They call it the Southside Apartments now. But in my time, and before me with the Willie Herb, Roy Tuckers, Big Tookie, and so forth, the Color Bars, the Zane, and so on, the Undertakers, this was the spot where the West Side Crips came to. If you look at Big Took book on page 162, I believe it is, or something like that, you'll see what he called it Sodom and Gomorrah. Crip Connie and everybody used to hang out right here. All the Crips used to come here. They came to Compton. Not taking nothing from the Grandies. That's the original West Side set of Compton. But the original East Side set is Carver Parks. And this is where they came. Baby James and all them from the East Side up 118th Street to here, they came here to the Sher Capris. Let's take a walk through.
And what was about the Sher Capri? What was it? You know, because it seemed like it was a cover, and you could be here, but we have to know that there was a lot of traffic going down Central. So where would the Crips actually be at?
They would actually be in the backside of the Sher Capris, you know. But we could take a walk through here. In my generations, the Sher Capris was vacant. They was vacant, and then they became a hangout for a lot of my older homies still. They used to come down here and get shermed up and do what they did. But my generation, we basically hung at the park. But we knew about the Sher Capris. And anybody that's from my generation, we don't call them the Southside Apartments. We call them the Sher Capris because that's a legacy that was passed to us as what they were. Now, with homies, meaning West Side, East Side, the block, which is the Grandies, neighborhood blocks, nutty blocks, and so on, they all came down here. 1180 East Coasters, which was Block Crips down, Baby James, James Compton, much respect. They came down here and hung out. Yet at the time when I think it was Bartender that was killed at Doodles, that's when Puddin' and Tam was coming through here shooting up everything. That was in 74. That was in 74, I think 75 or something. You more of a historian than I am, Melly Mel, on when Bartender was unfortunately killed at Doodles.
Yeah, that happened during a dance, and both Crips and Pyrus were at this dance.
Right.
At Doodles, and you know, when they got together, usually it all went bad.
Yeah, and that's when Puddin' and Tam was coming through here. They was creating havoc. I said havoc. Havoc. They was coming through here doing their damn thing. You know, yet the homies was retaliating. Willie Herb, Undertaker, which was Felton, Color Bar, they was Roy Tucker, can't leave him out. They was going back through doing their thing, but Big Took and them was aiding and assisting. Not only that we needed assistance, but they just was here because Crips was Crips.
You talked about Marlon Black. What was Marlon Black to the Carver Park?
Marlon Black was Snake, Big Snake. He created the 8-ball side. He's the founder of that. And I remember when I was a young boy, he took me on a mission. Him and my homeboy Tex Capone. And when we were crossing Central, where we just showed earlier, 118th and Central, they bust on the police. I never seen that in my life. And when we got to the canal back here, they had a conversation that I didn't know about till later years. And then they said, Brydog, let us see your gun. My gun was empty of shells. They was wondering why I didn't bust on LAPD. I was like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. But I was like, man, because I was astonished. My mouth went like, what? You know, but that was then. And they saw my firearm was empty based on the fact that I gave it to the adversaries we went against.
Okay, got it. What are some of the other memories you have about the Sher Capri? Because it was such a big hangout at that time during the 70s, you know. And again, both Watts, Compton, LA, Crips were in the Sher Capri, and it was, again, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, that's what Tookie called it. My memories of the Sher Capris was just coming up in here getting wet. And anybody that knows me, my drug history was Sher. And I used to come up in here when the Sher Capris weren't as they are now. They weren't habitable. They were burned up somewhat. There were vacant apartments in here. And I used to just come up in here and get wet. And then I used to sit up actually at this building right here and look on Central for enemies. And any enemies I see, I'd run out the building, I'd shoot at them. That was me when I was in my younger days. But that's what my memories of the Sher Capris were. But I was a park boy. I hung at the park.
That's good, man. But you know, like I always reflect back on most hoods that hung out in apartment buildings. I mean, you know, let's be honest. Apartment buildings are rental situations. They're very transitional. Most hoods that started in apartment buildings are housing projects. The housing authorities own the projects. Rental agreements play a part of apartments. And if you don't have ownership, what happens, Brydog?
Once you're evicted, you lose your turf. And we're going to get in that to another segment of this.
And you lose your turf. Now, today, we don't find not one, not even half a crib possibly in the Sher Capri.
No. If we do, my bad, no disrespect to nobody, but I've been going 18 years, 10 months. So if they in here, I don't know them. And it's not taking nothing from no one or no generation.
And what can we attribute that to? Gentrification or evolution? People just moving in, moving out?
We could attribute it to multi-generational, yet in the same token of you didn't grow up over here, but you grew up over here because you didn't grow up with me. And this thing of ours, including your section, became multi-generational. And by becoming multi-generational, regardless if you have ties to the neighborhood or not, you can move over here at the age of 10 and you are a person from this neighborhood. So that's what we could attribute it to.
Right. So you have any more memories for us here, the Sher Capri?
Well, Marlon Black, rest in peace, used to drag me in the back of here. And the old saying that I got from him, if it ain't dipped, it ain't hip. And we used to get wet and I don't know what back here. Then he used to drag me by my coattails and say, come on. And we go do what we did. That's all I say.
I like how Willie Hurd put it. Ain't no sweat on it. How did he put it? Ain't no
sweat on my rep.
Ain't
no sweat on my name.
Yeah, no sweat on my name. Ain't no sweat on my rep.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. On that note, it's the Hub and the Dove. Lock the door. Two of them complicality.
Lock the door.
Proof of grind all the time, baby.
Yeah. Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it. I just make it happen.